the most dangerous rodeo on earth. A gut-busting free-for-all where all the cowboys are convicts. Kerry McLean's motorcycle is one mean street machine. Now, he'll risk disaster to set a new speed record.
It feels like a rocket when you're riding inside a wheel.
What happens to the human body when it's exposed to 1,000 pounds of razor-sharp glass? This woman's about to find out. Plus, the miracle story behind the three-footed man. And the life-saving lingerie that's becoming the latest twist in personal protection. Unbelievable? Believe it on Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Welcome. This is Ripley's, a place full of amazing stories and unbelievable people. Now, this first story is big, as in big wheel. No, not that first three-wheeler you got as a kid, but a very cool one-wheeler about this size, made for adults by a man who is a kid at heart. Going out for a spin has special meaning for Kerry McLean, because although this Michigan resident hasn't reinvented the wheel, Kerry has reinvented the motorcycle. He calls it a monocycle, and Ripley's is challenging Kerry to see just how fast his one-wheel wonder can go. It's the latest in a long line of one-of-a-kind contraptions that truly make Kerry the king of the road.
I've been building little things, and especially things with motors that I can ride, since I was 5 years old.
For Kerry, his motorcycle is his pride and joy.
I've always loved motorcycles and doing wheelies on motorcycles, so the one-wheel motorcycle is a very unique thing.
Unique creations Kerry digs up from deep within his subconscious.
I have these crazy dreams. I think about things, and sometimes something will pop into my head, and I'll be up at 3 in the morning, I'll be making a sketch.
Most of these sketches eventually evolve into working prototypes, like a very high-speed tricycle or a self-propelled bar stool. But the development of the monocycle has gone through several phases, from pedal power to an early motorized version to what you see today. A high-speed big wheel with enough power to compete with the big boys on the racetrack. And Kerry never gets tired of the reaction to his crowning creation.
I would have to say the best sensation is the expression on people's faces. Hands down, that's the best sensation. Is looking at somebody and looking at the way they're looking at you. You might as well be flying a spaceship.
For this Ripley's challenge, we want to see how fast Kerry can go on the monocycle and whether or not he can break his previous record of 53 miles an hour without breaking any bones.
It feels like a rocket when you're riding inside a wheel, and it's moving. It gives you a sensation like 300 miles an hour.
Kerry is not fastened into the wheel, and his body sits just inches off the ground. If he leans too far one way or the other, he will lose his balance and maybe lose control. Adding to the danger is the fact that Kerry has never driven on an oval track. He has no idea how his monocycle will handle the high-speed turns. After making several laps and getting a feel for the track, Kerry gears up for the event. With paramedics standing by, prepared for the worst, Kerry starts his engine and hits the track. So far, so good. Kerry rounds the first and second turns smoothly, picking up speed with each turn. If he's going to break his record, he needs to push his monocycle harder than he's ever done before. Kerry approaches the third turn at more than 50 miles an hour. If he turns the wheel too sharply, it could spell disaster. Speeding at nearly 55 miles an hour, Kerry's now in the home stretch. And with a final burst of speed, he hits 57 miles an hour. Crossing the finish line and rolling his motorcycle right into the record books.
It was tough. It was a lot of pushing, a lot of holding that throttle to the last minute, going into that turn hot, coming out of the turn hot to build up enough speed, and I tell you, really pushed that thing. I pushed it hard.
Kerry's monocycle is the only one of its kind in the world. Now it's time to show you a game of poker where the players gamble with their lives. It's not played in a casino. Cards and chips are pretty much useless. And you're sitting at a table with a bunch of hardened criminals. Oh, did I forget to mention the charging bull?
Welcome to the toughest place on earth, Angola State Penitentiary, home to some of this country's most hardened criminals. These men have learned the hard way. In Louisiana, mess with the bulls and you get the horns. Literally. Because today, these convicts are playing cowboy in the world's most dangerous rodeo.
The bull is a winner. You can't win. I mean, he's gonna hurt you when he hits you.
It's known as the Angola State Penitentiary Rodeo. And the reason it's so risky is simple. The convict contestants are amateurs. They have little or no experience handling these angry 2,000-pound rodeo bulls without getting injured.
You know, we don't have no professional bullfighters. Closest they came to beef is in a grocery store, most of them.
36 years ago, Angola's annual prison rodeo was created to keep spirits up and crime inside prison down.
It gives the inmates something to look forward to each year. It's a mechanism for them to make money so they don't steal from each other and prey on each other.
This dangerous combination of amateur cowpokes and killer animal instinct even draws celebrities like crooner and Louisiana local Harry Connick Jr.
Oh, they got more heart than I could ever have, and it's a great thing to watch and a great thing to be a part of. And it's nowhere else in the world are you going to be able to see this.
The competition begins with a bull riding bust-out. 8 convicts struggling to stay on top and keep from getting trampled.
I like to bull ride. You know, it's like jumping out of an airplane.
Then there's the painful sport of cattle wrestling. But if these events look tough, they're tame compared to what's next. 2 truly unbelievable challenges, considered by far the most dangerous events in rodeo history. First, there's convict poker.
You gotta sit at the table and wait for the bull to come at you.
The rules to this game are simple. 4 men sit at a card table. Then a very large and angry bull is released. The last man seated wins. It's an event even the most hardened criminals think twice about entering.
I'm not about to sit at no table and let no bull run over me if I can't get away from it.
Well, when I'm sitting there, I'm gonna be honest with you, I do a lot of praying.
I would be the last one in line to do that.
Once the bull is released, a rodeo clown lures him toward the table. The winner will walk away, if he can, with a $200 prize. But no one really beats the bull. It's only a matter of time before the beast decimates anything or anyone in its path. The winner of this round is Harry Kersey.
I was a little worried, but I didn't want to move because I knew I was in shock, to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you.
But even convict poker pales when compared to the closing event, Guts and Glory.
Guts and Glory is when they turn an old swamp-raised bull, weighs probably 1,900 to 2,000 pounds. He's got horns about 2 foot long.
Between the sharp painted horns of this bad-tempered bull is a poker chip worth $250.
You gotta, try to get a chip. They got a tie between his horns. You gotta go try to get it.
Amazingly, this time it's the inmate who does the charging. Any and all prisoners are allowed to participate in the closing act, but only a handful have the guts, and only one will experience the glory. For this first-time participant, victory comes more from survival than from skill.
Bull hit two guys before me, and he hit me, and my eyes were full of sand, and when I finally got my vision, the bull was charging me again. I just reached out and grabbed.
And as long as the Angola State Rodeo keeps holding this dangerous spectacle, these modern-day gladiators will continue to draw wildly enthusiastic crowds.
The rodeo is incredibly good for this penitentiary. There's no other like it in this country or in this world that I know
of. Next, he lived his whole life with 3 feet. Now, witness how he overcame deformity. Plus, the woman turning dead people into art.
This is going to help people with closure.
And can the guy they call Spider-Man keep from slipping off this skyscraper? Find out later on Ripley's. You're watching Ripley's Believe It or Not.
When Betty Brokel painted a picture to memorialize her mom after she passed on, her son's first reaction was shock, disgust, and dismay. You see, Betty took her beloved mother's ashes out of the urn to make the art.
Betty Brokel is a professional artist who loves to paint, but you won't find her art at the local gallery. That's because all of Betty B.J. Brokel's canvases are covered with cremated human remains. Believe it or not, she's turning ashes into art.
I'm the only one in the country that does it.
The idea for this very abstract art was born when BJ's mother died, her body cremated. Grieving and looking to keep her memory close, BJ asked for some of her mother's ashes, also known as cremains.
I had an overwhelming desire that I needed to keep about a cup, just for me.
BJ had a stroke of inspiration. Why not incorporate her mother's ashes onto the canvas? What appears to be sand or gravel is actually ashen bodily remains. After finishing her experimental creation, BJ felt such a strong sense of peace, she had to share that feeling with the rest of her family. Her shocked relatives soon received their own paintings. Son Jared had mixed feelings about seeing his grandma's remains sprinkled on a canvas.
I didn't really know what to say about it when I got it. I was just like, thanks.
Word about BJ's bizarre human remain artwork has now spread outside the family, and she's had a number of grieving customers interested in her paintings.
This is going to help people with closure.
Sherry Shonk invited BJ to her home after losing her husband, Richard. Sherry says BJ's art has made dealing with his death much easier.
Just going to a grave and talking to someone is just not my thing. That's the person is here in your heart. They're around you.
Once discussing style and color with Sherry, BJ is ready to begin. First, she collects a sample of Richard's remains. Back at her studio, she begins the painting using Sherry's favorite colors. BJ then places sealant where she wants to apply the cremains. The ashes are then sprinkled and the excess is removed, collected, and put back into the container. Finally, the piece is framed and ready for hanging.
This is just something more where he's out and about and with us all the time.
And BJ hasn't forgotten our four-legged friends. In fact, a growing number of customers are animal owners who want to capture the personalities of their departed pets.
Well, this is my oldest Doberman, Brandy. I look at this and I see the picture of the dog, of what she was like in my mind.
BJ's aware her one-of-a-kind work won't win any art fairs, but that's okay with her.
I'm there to help them in any way that I possibly can. Because not only is it helping them, it's helping me to give them back a more personalized piece.
BJ has helped give many people closure by completing nearly 200 paintings so far. Now, Jose Lopez had a childhood dream, to be a great soccer player. Only one thing stood in his way: a third foot.
Jose Lopez has certainly led an unusual existence. That's because Jose Lopez is a medical marvel. Unbelievably, this 33-year-old stable keeper has lived most of his life with 3 feet.
Por Dios mismo y de ninguna forma me daba mi pena.
An abnormality so rare, even his doctor was shocked.
We see third fingers and toes all the time, but not an extra foot. It's just one of those genetic hiccups.
Growing up in rural Mexico, Jose was forced to make the best of his unusual situation.
Porque pues yo fui creciendo y me fui adaptando que así había nacido más bien.
When kids asked, how did you get a third foot, he said Santa Claus gave it to me for Christmas.
As Jose grew, the extra appendage grew along with him, and amazingly, the foot was fully functioning. Jose could even move it independently.
El piecito sí tenía nervio. Le podían venir dos deditos.
But when Jose got a little older, he was forced to make a life-altering decision: keep the third foot or lose it. Inexperienced small-town doctors thought they could remove the extra appendage. But since the surgery would be a radical experiment, there was a chance something could go seriously wrong, including losing one of his good feet.
¿Volví a caminar normal o era necesario de que quedara pues inválido, por decir?
So Jose grew up self-conscious, trying to hide the deformity in baggy pants. But his walk gave him away.
He would learn to swing the opposing foot out further to avoid tripping over it, basically.
It wasn't until after moving to the United States that Jose would learn about the doctor who would change his life.
When he first came in, we took these x-rays. This is a fused ankle bone to the heel, which is a fully developed heel bone. This is the mid portion of the foot, and 4 metatarsal bones, 4 digits.
Incredibly, Dr. O'Shea had good news for Jose. The surgery would be possible, but please be advised the video from the procedure is very difficult to watch. After a lifetime of living with his abnormality, the surgery, along with the foot, went off without a hitch. The effect on Jose's life was instantaneous.
Pues ahora me siento pues mejor, como cuando estaba, que tenía todavía el otro piecito. Ahora me siento 100% casi diferente.
Jose is finally able to put on the cowboy boots he's always wanted to wear. But more importantly, he's fulfilled his lifelong dream: to play soccer.
Al mismo tiempo de que yo voy a empezar a correr, me siento más cómodo y más seguro.
And although Jose's life has changed for the better, he still has some adjustments to make, because he says he's experiencing phantom limb syndrome. That's right. He says he can still feel that foot.
Por una parte me siento bien y por otra parte me siento un poquito en desagusto porque, pues como le digo, toda mi vida lo había tenido.
While modern medicine was able to help Jose live a normal life, Francisco Lentini didn't have that option, having been born in 1889 in Sicily, one of 12 children, the only one with a third leg. He lived a full life, however, married, had 4 children, all of them perfectly normal. We'll be right back.
Stories you can't imagine, people you won't believe. Ripley's Believe It or Not.
What would happen if you gave a 12-year-old boy obsessed with gadgets a house, a millionaire's bank account, and made sure that no grown-ups were allowed to intrude? Well, pretty much the same thing that was built by a kid named Ben Scora. Only Ben is 73 years old.
This Illinois home may appear ordinary from the outside. That's until you get a tour from its owner.
Well, when I walk into the house, it's like walking into a spaceship.
Please enter. Welcome to our world.
That's right. Welcome to the wacky world of Ben Scora. This 73-year-old entrepreneur/architect is the brainchild behind a mansion that would make the Jetsons proud. A functional funhouse complete with dozens of remote control gadgets, including a bartending robot named A-Rock.
It is my pleasure to serve you.
The first of his kind when he was made.
It took me about 3.5 years to make them. Everything had to be handmade. I find myself talking to them now and then when there's nobody else around.
Ben and A-Rock live in a home packed with surprises.
Just follow me and I'll show you some of the strange things that happen around here.
Ben begins in the bathroom. Whether it's a potted plant that turns into a potty, a hidden hand offering up a bar of soap, or a talking toilet seat.
Please put seat down when finished. Thank you for your cooperation.
Ben clearly gets a charge out of amusing the unwitting guest. A quick trip through the dining room brings you to this far-out feature.
I go in here, push a button, and away I go into another dimension.
Actually, Ben's going to an even quirkier part of his unique home. He's furnished his lounge with everything from a motorized easy chair to an animated mannequin lamp.
The lampshade is actually a pair of panties. They look like they would make a good conversational piece anyhow.
Now this is a lady Ben really likes turning on.
I can also turn her off.
But this is what most visitors consider Ben's pièce de résistance. With a push of a button from his phone, this unassuming living room transforms into a venue for live performers.
Now if I were dying on a desert.
Ben's house is a wall-to-wall engineering feat. He's built everything himself, and he's never even taken a single course in construction.
Well, actually, I never got out of high school. I never grew up. I got old, but I didn't grow up.
And when this spry senior gets bored playing tricks on people at home, he takes his show on the road, cruising in a customized Ferrari he's rigged to do some pretty strange stuff, all by remote control.
Hello, sweetheart. You wanna ride?
We go out to the restaurant and we have fun with the people. They look around and then the door opens and closes and they stand back. It's pretty funny.
It's all just part of everyday life for this overgrown joker who, most of all, loves to make folks laugh.
If somebody asked me if I wanted to move, or I don't think I'll ever want to move.
Have a good day. Thank you for coming.
Ripley's world of unbelievable animals.
Life sure didn't start out easy for this little disabled cat. Born without a complete pelvis, he may never have walked if some impassioned animal lovers hadn't built him a custom-made wheelchair.
We fitted him in it, and off he went. And he ran so fast in it, that's why we called him Speedy.
This high-octane kitten named Speedy was first brought to veterinarian Ed Jazanka when he was found in some bushes abandoned by its mother.
We figured that she was practicing some type of natural selection because the kitten had a twisted anatomy from the waist down.
When an animal is severely deformed, it is usually euthanized. But luckily, as the doctor's wife explains, Speedy fell into her husband's nurturing hands.
His rule was always that if there was a chance that the animal should have it.
When I looked at the kitten and the kitten looked at me and he made eye contact and I thought, I can't do this. This is not right.
So the good doctor and his assistant, Linda Steinmetz, adopted little Speedy. But getting him up and around would require some ingenuity. So they set out to build custom-designed wheelchairs from kids' toys.
There's benefit to having the cart. It keeps him in a more normal position and will reduce the amount of friction it's being exposed to.
But knowing that Speedy would quickly outgrow his makeshift wheelchair, Ripley's decided to take their idea a step further by having a high-tech aluminum cart built for Speedy, one that would last a lifetime. Local TV crews couldn't wait to see Speedy get suited up.
This is a great day for Speedy. It's going to help him tremendously. It's going to probably prolong his life. Cut him loose.
It works real nicely. He's moving at least as fast, if not faster, than he did in the old carts.
Now Speedy, who rides home with Linda every night, gets so much attention, he's become a local celebrity, even making it into the newspapers.
We could not believe he was on the front page, and there was Al Gore, and here was Speedy. So it was really special.
Thanks to the dedication of these warm-hearted animal lovers, other disabled animals may someday too get the assistance they need to live out happy lives. As for Speedy,
I think that he looks at it as just another piece of furniture. He has a lot of personality. He's very quick to purr. He's very alert. Just does everything a normal cat would do.
Sharks are feared the world over, and for good reason. They eat things, even human things. This next story features a human who jumps into shark-infested waters to photograph these man-eaters while they're feeding. So far, not feeding on him. Oh, and he doesn't use one of these.
Sharks. They are nature's ultimate killing machines. When on the hunt, these thrashing beasts are by far the ocean's deadliest creatures. In fact, underwater photographers wouldn't even consider diving into the fray without metal cages and steel mesh suits for protection. But Pete West and Shane Down are about to change all that. Believe it or not, these two fearless Aussies will dare to jump right into the middle of a feeding frenzy, armed with no protection at all, risking getting eaten alive, all for the sake of some pictures.
Yeah, I think he's crazy.
The adventure begins with a boat ride to the Great Barrier Reef, a place with an active history of shark attacks.
Go, mate. Too hot to sit up here.
Yeah, this is just too warm.
Once Pete and Shane find a prime shark sighting spot, the dynamic duo gets suited up.
Funny how these wetsuits seem to shrink every year, don't they? Doesn't have to do with us, does it?
To attract the sharks found in these waters, Pete and Shane toss in the shark's favorite food, stingray. Within moments, a deadly shark begins tearing at the bait. Without hesitation, Shane jumps right in. Immediately, the shark begins circling it. Seconds later, another shark moves in for the bait, then another. The three sharks rip and tear in a wild feeding frenzy. As crazy as it seems, this is exactly what Shane and Pete have been waiting for. This incredible footage documents Shane's breathtaking underwater dance with death.
It's quite an extraordinary event. I mean, it's almost like somebody has choreographed this. He really does have an affinity to them.
3 sets of razor-sharp teeth gliding only inches away. A potentially deadly situation. But it's that very danger these thrill-seekers live for. And perhaps most amazingly, despite the lack of protection, neither Shane nor Pete have had any serious injuries so far.
You can never take your mind off what's going on around you. You might be filming a shark in front, but you can't take your mind off what's behind you.
The skill to walk on broken glass has been passed down through this woman's family generation after generation. But in tonight's unbelievable act, she'll break tradition. That's because Crystal Beauty Tara Mead is about to attempt a feat no human being has ever tried, to actually be buried under 1,000 pounds of razor-sharp glass.
It's taking me to a pinnacle with my glass walking career. I have never done anything quite to this level.
At this recycling plant, with plenty of raw material on hand, Tara begins her bold feat by stepping into an acrylic box. Then bucket after bucket of glass shards are poured onto her unprotected body.
Bring it on!
The weight of the broken glass begins pressing against Tara's skin. Buried waist deep under hundreds of pounds, she sits motionless. As each 25-pound bucket of glass is poured on top of her, the danger of slicing open her skin increases.
The more pressure that's applied onto me, that's the more that I have to apply to my lungs to make sure I can withstand this.
The sea of glass has now risen to her neck. She's only a few buckets away from reaching her goal.
I want to go to 1,000.
There'll be like 3 more buckets, Steve.
I can do it.
As the last bucket is delicately sprinkled on top, the scale confirms there are actually more than 1,000 pounds of broken bottles pressing on her flesh. Unbelievably, Tara Meade does it. But the most unstable part of this demonstration is yet to come, getting Tara safely out by removing one of the walls.
I'm a little nervous about the release. I don't know how fast the glass is going to come out.
Her final moments buried in glass could be the most crucial. No one knows for sure what will happen when the release is pulled.
Go on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Piece by jagged piece, the glass slips safely away from her body. Performance artist Tara Meade takes on a half-ton of glass and escapes without a scratch.
This is a common California brown tarantula with the unique ability to walk vertical or even upside down. Ripley's found a human who can do the same thing, and they call him, what else? Spider-Man.
He's known around the world for his nerves of steel and his superhuman ability to climb the tallest skyscrapers in the world without a net, harness, or suction cups. Now he's about to attempt what may be his greatest challenge yet, because today, it's not just how high he'll go, but how fast he does it. Believe it or not, this off-the-wall thrill seeker will attempt to scale a 33-story hotel in under 40 minutes. Should he slip, there is absolutely nothing to stop his fall. Alain Robert practices what is known as free climbing, a sport that requires incredible skill, physical stamina, and the ability to overcome heart-stopping fear.
I climb around 50 skyscrapers all over the world. I did the 2 highest buildings in the world. It's the Sears, the Twin Tower in Malaysia, so I did both of them.
But his unusual pastime is often a game of cat and mouse with the cops. Many free climbs are done illegally, and Alain's been arrested and released a number of times. Here in Singapore, he cuts a downtown climb short to avoid a vicious caning promised by police.
Only in some Asia country it's different, because if the policeman beat you, it's okay.
Alain's dangerous obsession has taken its toll on his body. Though he has eluded death so far, he's had some very close calls, including his latest, a nearly fatal 50-foot plunge.
It was in France. It was a rock climbing ascent, and I fell 15 meters. And so I've broken so many bones, and I was more like a puzzle, and it was strange.
Always weighing on his mind is the fact that Alain is a man with a lot to lose. At home in the south of France are his wife, Nicole, and their 3 young sons. And as Nicole explains, the boys, who are now climbers too, know Dad's job is dangerous.
Un enfant, c'est pas bête. Hein. Ça, ils ont pas besoin d'explication, ils savent très bien ce qui se passe. Hein.
Today their father is in Belgium, invited by the Brussels Sheraton Hotel. A crowd has gathered to watch this fearless Frenchman tackle his next challenge. For the first time, Alain will race the clock while climbing. To beat his self-imposed goal, he'll have to average roughly 60 seconds of floor. Choosing the correct route will be essential to his success. With a mental map in place, he jams his tough fingers into the stone facade, and he's off. Now that his feet have left the ground, Alon is committed to completing the ascent. The distance between Alon and the cement below grows rapidly. At 10 minutes, he is already nearing his first and only rest stop along the way. Wearing special rock climbing shoes rigid enough to jam into cracks and using chalk to keep his fingers dry, Alon resumes his challenge. As he makes his way from floor to floor, he moves with cat-like precision. 10th floor, 13th floor. Alon has been climbing for 22 minutes when he experiences near disaster. A window frame unexpectedly pops open. The mistake could have meant his life. But Alon must move on.
Holy cow.
After 29 excruciating minutes, he's almost at the top. But now Alon encounters his toughest challenge yet, the large picture window of the Sheraton's restaurant. This is an especially difficult part of the ascent because at this point, there are very few hand or footholds. With the picture window safely beneath him, at 36 minutes and 44 seconds, Alon at last plants both feet firmly on the top of the 33-story hotel. Alon savors another success, realizing he has cheated death yet again.
Every time when I reach the top, it's like a new life. I try to do my best to stay alive because I am the father of 3 boys.
We'll be right back.
Next, the quick draw bra, promising personal protection.
When it came to self-protection, I thought maybe it's time for me to think about self-defense.
How this strap-on safety device lets women keep their weapons undercover. Next.
This next story is not to promote weapons, but to protect women. It's a serious issue about making them feel safe. This is just one of the many options in the pursuit of personal empowerment.
She's beautiful, well-dressed, a modern woman on the go. But despite her outward appearance, this woman is concealing something the naked eye can't see. Because beneath her clothes lies the latest in self-defense. Believe it or not, this bra is designed to pack protection.
When it came to self-protection, I thought, maybe it's time for me to think about self-defense.
It's called the Super Bra, and if attacked, all a woman needs to do is reach between her breasts to pull out her secret weapon, whether it's mace, pepper spray, or a stun gun. Paxton Quigley, inventor of the life-saving lingerie, wanted to design a product that would give women an edge if ever in danger. Something she learned a lot about while working as a bodyguard for celebrities like singer Yoko Ono.
It was a very interesting and a very pleasant experience being a bodyguard for Yoko Ono. She listened to my instructions. We interfaced together.
Paxton, who's also penned the paperback Armed and Female, demonstrates how this quick draw bra works.
Underneath your bra, and the holster goes right there in the center. And I want to make it a little bit tight so that it feels comfortable. How's that feel on you?
Feels good. It feels really comfortable.
Does it? Mm-hmm. Good. Basically, you wear it right underneath your bra. Good. And you want to put this up just a little bit more? I'm very pleased with myself that I've been able to help so many women in terms of their self-protection and feeling empowered.
So what do these models think of this bold new brassiere?
It feels good. It feels secure. It feels like a sports bra.
And although Paxton hasn't had to use her super bra as a defense, she's sure if the situation ever arose, she'd be ready and that her super bra wouldn't let her down.
You must have a license before you can legally carry a concealed weapon.
Next, a beast so rare, it's believed to possess supernatural powers. The true story when we venture into the Ripley's vault. Next. You're watching Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Plains Indians worshipped the buffalo. For good reason, shelter. But in 1933, the single buffalo they worshipped the most was an incredibly rare wonder of nature, a white buffalo. And this is it. There's an omen attached to seeing one of these awesome creatures. According to Lakota lore, this is a sign from Mother Earth, saying that it is time for all of the planet's different races to work together to restore, replenish, and strengthen the Earth, and a rebirth for Native American people. The birth of a second pure white buffalo occurred in 1994 near Janesville, Wisconsin, and it caused quite a commotion in the Native American community. Today, there are only 225,000 buffalo left in America, and one of them is pure white. Unbelievable? Believe it.
What is that?
Zombie virus. It's a virus that's transmitted through human contact.
What are you doing? Don't open the door. Do you know anything? Zombies can't talk.
I can't believe I'm gonna die a virgin.
Based on the real live-action game that took college campuses by storm.
Live, here comes round 2.
Humans vs. Zombies. Premieres Friday at 10. Only on Chiller. Scary good.
There are certain things the human body really doesn't want you to do. And there are some people who will do those things for money. We're happy to just watch. Fear Factor, Saturdays at 7, only on Chiller. Scary good.